Hey there, Pisces. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. Sorry I had to restart the reading. And sorry I'm late. Just sorry. Lots of apologies this month. This is the reading for June 2019. So I'm getting a strong legal vibe here, especially when justice and judgment show up in the same reading. But if you're not going through any legal matters, it certainly can just point to a significant time where you're making a big decision. You've had enough. For example, you have this Ten of Swords. And for me, the Ten of Swords is because it's a 10, it's a completion. So something, you're done with something. It's something's over, whether you want it to be or not. You have gotten to the point where this judgment is decisively ending something. So it's kind of hitting rock bottom, and it's time to sort of gather yourself up at this point in time and move forward. So I feel like you've been focusing a tremendous amount of time and energy trying to rectify something in the past, and that it's really time to start moving forward again. The truth will come out. There will be a decisive decision. Decisive decision, is that? The Six of Pentacles under the deck. It will be a fair decision. I sort of get, though, that some of you may win, but then for some reason, I'm seeing like this guy. I mean, I know all the kings and queens and court cards are alone in their cards, but I see like him alone, like being stubbornly winning, like, and it was all about money. And she's like spiritual and philosophical, and like this it's a wands card, a fire sign. She's like at peace with it, because I feel like the fire sign in this situation's intentions were less selfish, and then this potentially earth sign who was just digging in the heels to get what they wanted. So I'm surprised the Five of Swords didn't show up, because I'm feeling that Five of Swords energy, like I'm gonna win no matter what. Like someone just wanted to be right, like very controlling, stubborn energy, and someone else was just like, what you're doing right now is exactly the problem. Like how you've handled this whole thing is exactly the whole problem with you, and why we're even in this mess is your stubbornness and selfishness. But I feel like is finally coming to an end. So for those of you who are just like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore, someone's the traditional writer, wait, there's just this guy, ah, just this guy in the card, just waiting. And it's like, this is the after tarot. It's like there is someone, the light at the end of the tunnel, it's almost over. So I think a turbulent time is coming to an end, especially in one area of your life. So you've just been juggling all these things and I really get in limbo for a while. And this is a card of balance, are going to balance back out again. You have the King of Wands here too. Oh, I knew it. Five of Swords. Whoever in this legal situation was just going to be right and controlling because they should have their own way, isn't going to win, because they were only looking at it from a selfish point of view. They just wanted to fight. Yeah. They don't want to really look at the situation. They just wanted to fight and win. The fire sign, or the other person, I don't want to get stuck on signs because people's charts are so complex. Looking at it just from you have to look at the personalities more. Um, so this queen has a king supporting them. This King of Swords next to it gets to the truth. It's almost see, because we have the Justice card, and we have like a lawyer here that's like very calm and mature and just kind of like a pillar, and then you have this lawyer over here that's just like going for the throat, just really vicious. And but it's almost like distract them with, what does my dad say? If you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit. Anyway, all right, so let's move on from a potential legal situation. And we can reframe that in a context of any situation where kind of that imbalance was happening, where maybe this could be in a relationship, maybe at work, maybe there's someone in your life that wants to be right, or it could even be you. And there's kind of, I like to think of it like, I think people call it right fighting, where they just want to be right and to win. So if you start a very loving conversation with someone, either at work or in your personal life, about something that um, is troubling you, that's concerning you, you feel that something isn't fair, or that you just want to work through something that isn't working for you. And you do all the right things. You use I statements, and you truly want to fix it. Like, you are going in with those intentions to fix it. Yet that other person, you start talking about, let's see, division of chores around the house, and how you feel that, you're really, really busy and overburdened, and that you would like them to come in and help you and take some of the load off. And all of a sudden, before you know it, you're arguing over money, or your family, or something completely different. And you're just I think you're going to have this moment where you're just stop, and you're like, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to fight just to fight. I was going in with good intentions to try to improve the relationship and maturely discuss what's going on. And now this person is like almost screaming at me, talking about a vacation we had 5 years ago, or a work project that I didn't even work on, or you know what I mean? Like something, because they're just going to take the conversation any which way it can go to be right, to prove their point, or to get you upset. Maybe is even more just to sort of, it's all like a smoke show, a deflection, a projection, to get away from the issue that is their behavior. And that they're just like, see, I won. And they don't care that these people, they pushed yet someone else. And then they're like, God, you're a such and such, because look at, oh, now you're being a baby, you're gonna leave. Like, they just never sort of understand, or well, they never accept responsibility for their behavior. And so that's going to come to an abrupt and final halt this month for you guys. So whether, I don't know, maybe someone at work will finally get fired or something, or dealt with, like I'm taking a supervisory learning series, and my favorite thing is it's been a whole year, 3 hours a month, and we had one about our last class was about performance reviews and basically managing employees. And they said one of the very best ways to reward your employees, your good employees, is by dealing with bad employees and truly dealing with them, not just saying, oh, that's just the way they are, you'll have to deal with it, or ignoring it, or whatever, but going through the steps to improve the person's performance. And if they don't, and doing it in good faith, like, is it an ability issue? Is it a performance issue? Is it a behavioral issue? Like, going through the steps to really try to get this person performing and doing their job where they should. And if they don't, then seeing it through to the end. And I mean, I can't tell you how many jobs I've been in where there's been the one person, and it does only take one bad apple to spoil the cart, and the manager just doesn't want to deal with it. And so good people just keep leaving, right? And so this person, I'm sure, is just like, oh, they always are blaming someone else when they leave them or when they don't want to deal with them. So I feel like someone finally stood up to one of these bullies, one of these people with really, significant behavioral issues that are very toxic, and it's being dealt with, and they may throw a flippin' temper tantrum. So just beware, be safe. Um, Try to keep yourself separate from, because they will try to bring everyone down with them. You know what I mean? They will throw the world's biggest temper tantrum, which is kind of what they do, right? They get all boisterous, and is that the right word? Can get very aggressive. They're like adult toddlers when they don't get their way, and they're going to blame everyone else, and they're going to throw a fit. So I feel like someone has your back. And so someone like this is going to be dealt with, and things will come back into balance. I mean, when you have these are two, so this somewhat chaotic time being caused by this individual is going to come back into balance. These are two balance cards. They both have scales in them. Do they in this deck? Yeah, they both have scales in them. So, I mean, I just feel this like huge sigh of relief. Like, you will no longer, because I see the Two of Wands under here, like you'll no longer, the Two of Wands to me is like you have a certain amount of energy, and you have to decide who gets your energy. Are you giving it to someone who just loves to write, fight, and create drama? So that would be like having your AC or heat cranking with all your windows open. It's just a waste of time and energy, because it's not going to cool or heat the house that way. It's just never going to happen. So it's absolutely futile. So any places in your life where you're just we only have so much energy. You're just wasting energy. It needs to come to a stop, and it will in the month of June. So welcome this, because I think you're just gonna be like, oh, like this huge collective sigh of relief that this is over and this person is done. And their reaction to not getting their way is not, you're not in control. Again, they're going to try to make it seem like it's everyone else's fault that they're having a fit. But so protect yourself, and I guess physically, but I mean like mentally protect and prepare yourself, and just be like, it's over, it's over. I'm not taking on that person's energy ever again. So, all right, Pisces, I hope you have a lovely month of June. Take care.